Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Happy Vlogmas Day 5. Day 5. Guys, it seems like it's been more days than that because I have been enjoying me some Vlogmas posts. They have been fabulous. Fabulous, guys. And I know I've told y'all about Kiara. Her channel is at Kiara, Chiara Osborne, Osborne. And Jess was so blessed by Jess is doing it as well. And I'm trying to think of who all is doing the Vlogmas. I have more than just quilting and sewing that I watch. I also watch homesteading. I watch cooking. I watch a lot of things. And I have a lot of my channels that I subscribe to doing Vlogmas. So my feed is just full of Vlogmas. So friends, what are we doing this Friday? We are finishing a quilt top, and it is my cotton cuts, and I don't know if this is the one, but no, I am not correcting the last whoopsie. That's going to be my I Spy for me. So it is not going to hurt anything. It's going to be okay. But I have to find which is the long side. And this is my long side. And this is my long strip. But that's not the one I need yet. I've got 2 short strips because I did purchase the extra border kit. Because I wanted it to be just a little bit bigger. So I purchased the border kit with it. So I'm going to get my strips here. And friends, I'm just going to start chit-chatting with y'all. I'm wondering, is this my long strip? I had better look at this and see which way it goes. Okay, so it's telling me to measure the length of the quilt vertically through the center. Trim the shortest narrow border strip to this length and attach to the sides of the quilt. So let's see. So vertically through the center is going to be right here. Well, actually, it's going to be vertical. It's going to be up and down and not side to side. Horizontally is side to side. So let's measure. I am measuring my quilt out at 30.75, so that's 61.5 inches. So I'm hoping this is my long one. I'm pretty certain it is. But just to make sure, let me fold it back up. I don't need to do that. I just need to measure it and see. Well, this is my short one, apparently, because it's not 30.75 inches long, folded in half. So this is going to be my side. It says do the sides first. So guys, y'all are getting to see the process here. So I am going to trim this on both sides. I have it folded up here. I've got it laid out on my table. And I'm going to put my ruler down at that 30.75. So I need to do both of my long pieces that way. So let me get the second long piece. I'm hoping this is it. That may be it laying up on the table. Y'all, it's so easy for me to get things out. No, this is my long one. So we're going to lay this up here and measure out 30.75. It is folded because that's how my quilt is done. So that's my short. And this is my long. These 2 are my longs. These are my shorts. I'm going to get them over here out of the way. I guess I'm glad I read the instructions. I'm not real good about that a lot of times. It says do the shortest one, but no, this is the longer sides. It don't matter what it says. I know where it has to go. So let's find the longer sides. This is my longer side here. So I can open it up. And what we are going to do is pin at the top of the side And then we're going to pin at the bottom of the side as well. I did not press a crease into my seam. I'm hoping it works okay, that I don't have to do that. But we will see. Friends, I hope y'all are having a great day. I talked to my daughter-in-law tonight, and she was like, yeah, we got a little snow. They're in Arkansas now. She was like, but you know, it was 36 degrees here, so it didn't stick. It didn't do anything. So I know, but, you know, they had lived in Tennessee, and I kept trying to think what that place is called, Clarksville or whatever it's called, where the base is at. And they got snow there a lot. They got all kinds of things there a lot. They got tornadoes. They got snow. We had gone to see them one March and actually got sleep while we were there. I told my husband, I was like, we don't wake up to this very often. And we got an Airbnb. We always get an Airbnb when we went over there. Because we would get a house, like, right down the same street they lived on. Because there was a ex-military member that had bought a house there. I guess he lived in it, maybe. Beautiful house. So he ended up buying the houses down that street when the military men would leave. And so he would buy the houses and fix them up for Airbnbs, and they were really nice. I know he had 2 houses on the same street because we stayed in both of them. Because I would always request a certain one, and he'd let me know if it was available or not. Because one of them wasn't as comfortable a house as the other one, and I just really liked the one that was closest to my son because it was really comfortable. I liked the setup of it. Okay. So I'm just going to get started putting these borders on, guys. We're not going to waste any time because my hope is to get the border on this and maybe get the border onto my Missouri Star Snow Globe quilt. Or wall hanger. I've got my quilt tucked under me over here, so it's trying to pull, of course. But we are wanting to finish some things up. And what better time to bring it to y'all than through Vlogmas. I mean, we're wrapping up the year. We're trying to get our projects that we have outstanding done. My goal is to try to complete everything that I have outstanding and get it to Miss Ava to get it long-armed. That's the goal. That's my goal anyway. Now, I have dropped off a quilt top to her, that Unchained Agility. I got that dropped off to her. I was going to quilt it, but then I was just like, it's not been quilted by now. It needs to happen. So I just carried it to her, and I'll bind it when it comes back. And she was asking, do you need this any particular time? And I'm like, nah, I'm not in a rush. But she said she's working at a 3-week time right now. Which I have seen it worse. I've seen it at 6 weeks. But to me, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not a Christmas gift or anything, so I don't need it. And if it was a Christmas gift, it would be into her before October. Because that's just pushing it too close. Friends, we are sewing late tonight. I got off work today, and my husband finally made it in, and we went and had a bite to eat because he hasn't been in, and that's how I get him away from the house so we can have conversations without a computer or a game going on or a cell phone going. But we had a nice dinner, and then we came back here, and I told him, I was like, I've got to do some sewing. because I want to get this quilt top ready so I can actually take it to Miss Ava in the morning. And I was looking at her schedule, and she's got quite a few things. I would love to be able to join them, but this Saturday they're having the quilt show. And luckily I got my quilt in just in time. I mean, you know, it's nothing. I don't think I have quilt show worthy quilts. I make things that I think are beautiful. I follow patterns really easy, you know, really well. Well, when I read them, that is. I don't always read them, guys. I just make what I think is beautiful, and I don't expect perfection. So if y'all are looking for perfection here, you got the wrong channel. But I tell you what, I will definitely share the love and passion of quilting with you. If that's what you're looking for, you're in the right place. I am a new quilter. If you're new here, I am a fairly new quilter. I've only been quilting since 23. I have sewn, you know, a lot of you already know this, pretty much since my whole life. I was 8 years old when my grandmother and my aunt taught me how to sew. And I loved it then, but I really love it now, because before I sewed garments and, you know, and enjoyed that. But I would do like home decor things, pillows, curtains, like some decoration things. And when I say decoration things, I mean like making little wall hangers. And I'm hoping this is the right one. I'm thinking it is, but I do have one on that. But we're going to just go on and pull this all the way out and then pin our way back up. But here we are now making quilts and enjoying it. And I'm hoping you're enjoying it too. I'm hoping that even if you don't sew quilts, that I inspire you to create anything. It doesn't have to be sewing. It doesn't, because some people don't have the space to do this. I will do a floss tube for you guys and just go over my whips that I have in my cross stitch. And friends, some of y'all have been here long enough to know that I've been working on a Christmas stocking for my grandson since before he was born. And he's almost 2. So yeah, I'm bad. But it is a pretty, it's a full a full stitch. Like, it's going to be like a blackout. I'm going to stitch almost every square on that fabric. So it is a lot of stitches to be done on that that stocking. And guys, I am still cleaning up my threads on my quilt top here. And a Destash update. I only have 2 people I have not received information from. Chloe, I know you asked me if I got your email. I did not get your email. It's myhobbyhomelife@gmail.com. And you can email me that. I did send you an email. Wait, no, I have 3. I had someone claim after the Destash, someone claimed a few items, and all I need is I'm not going to say your name, but all I need is your shipping information so I can calculate shipping on it. But just let me know, because I am preparing for another Destash. And if like I said, I have 3 people that I haven't gotten shipping information from to be able to send an invoice. So if I don't hear from you by the time I go to do another Destash, these items will be put back in the Destash. And the goal is to have another Destash this month. Probably not this Sunday, but next Sunday. And what I may do is go live with it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet how I would do that. But I will probably just do another premiere. When you do a premiere, it's just like doing a video. It takes the time that you have to record it. And time is not something I have a lot of right now. Because I am wanting to get my current projects done. And I want to get my sewing room kind of cleaned out. But right now, my sewing room has all my grandbaby's Christmas gifts, like, behind you guys. They're in bags and boxes stacked behind you guys. Or my camera. Because my daughter, and it has some of their Christmas gifts in it too. My adult children, some of their Christmas gifts are in here too. Because she came to do my floors on Monday, and I had all of the stuff in my living room floor, and I was like, I can't have her see what I got them. They know a lot of things that I buy them, but I always put some cutesy little something extra in there for them, each of them, because it has been a tradition in our family. I think my aunt started it when I was in college. She would give all of the over 18 age kids cleaning supplies and toilet paper, and if we had our own place, paper plates, paper towels. So we have kind of carried that tradition on. Well, no, she would give us toilet paper. She'd give us big stacks of toilet paper. Because, hey, if y'all don't know, toilet paper is one thing that you go through. But she would give us a big thing of toilet paper. Well, now she's on a fixed income, and there's a lot more of us now. Before, it was just 4 of us. Now it's like 40. If you count all of us and our kids, it's a lot. And then our kids have kids, but none of them is grown yet. My oldest niece, hers is the closest to being grown, and she's 15. Okay, so I have both of my sides on. I am going to have to measure. I'm pretty certain it's going to say do the same thing. To measure it up and down. I mean horizontally. I just measured up and down. Yeah, so we're going to do the same thing for the top borders. But what I have to do is, oh, that didn't do right. Somehow I let that one just get completely off. I hope I didn't have another one do this, because it started going astray about right here. So guys, this happens. Sometimes you have to take things apart, and it is caught. The fabric is caught, but I don't like that it's not even, because that has a stripe on it. And that will make that stripe look really bad. Well, right there it didn't catch, so it's a good thing I'm doing this. So I'm just going to take this off back there and just go back there and stitch it all up. I have to make sure we catch it all. Okay, right here's where it kind of went off kilter. So what I'm going to do is just lay it down and hold it. Have to see how far back it went. It didn't go as far back as I went, but I want to make sure it is all held in. There we go. Now, I'm sure when I look on the other side, I may find something. But what I'm going to do now is press these borders open so I can measure the full width. Okay, friends, I have got it all done, cut down, and pinned on. So we are going to start either our top or bottom small border, because we have two borders. We have a small one and we have a narrow and we have a wide. And friends, I just did something I'm not supposed to do, but I have on some little booty boots that are for cold weather. And he got a little warm up in here with them shoes on. And normally I take my shoes off when I come in the house, but my feet were cold, so I left them on. Well, they got hot now, so I just had to kick my little old shoes off in here. So I'm hoping I don't get a needle in my foot or a pin in my foot. I was just noticing that one of my pins isn't in my thing, and how I could tell is I had two pins that were on a bolt. I mean, I noticed one of them isn't in over here. So it's either got caught up in some fabric somewhere or it's in my carpet. I need to vacuum. But I would much rather be sewing than vacuuming. So that's what I'm doing. And friends, it looks like I'm only going to get this quilt. I may not even get it all the way bordered. I want to at least to get the narrow border on. And while I'm uploading and editing and all that, I'll get the other border on. And we will have this to see in our updates, because it will be done before our updates. Because I'm hoping to have it to Miss Ava tomorrow, to get in her long line of quilts to be done. Checking to make sure those edges are even there. So we don't want them edges to get off. I've got this quilt all twisted up here. I don't know if you can see it because it gets bunched up and twisted and everything. Try to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. And now it seems like all of the Christmas festivities are starting here. We have, we have our quilt show tomorrow, Saturday, the 6th. I can't even think what day it is. The 6th. We have, I was told we have the fireworks also Saturday, and my daughter has a company party to go to. One of the doctors she works for is having a party, so she'll be going to that. And I told her, I'm like, well, I'll just keep the baby and just plan on us. And I told her, I'm like, I'm going to take him to the park because they have lights up. And she's like, Mom, I think you have to walk through it now. I'm like, I'm not walking it. And it's on the roads, so I'm driving it. But I will check it out beforehand because I'm not going to walk it. But I know my grandson would love it. And she was telling me about the fireworks. She's like, Mom, he's scared of fireworks. And I'm like, well, we were going to sit in the truck because it's on the levee next to the river. And I don't do that. Not with babies. Just because so much bad could happen. And I told her, I was like, well, I was just going to sit in the truck and, let him watch them from the window. She's like, are you going to put him in the front seat with you? I was like, absolutely. We may even back up to it and sit in the back of the truck. And set us some pillows up in the back. I have a Highlander, so it's got a, the covered back seat. We could, guys, I'm trimming all these. This fabric frayed so bad. I mean, I'm having to clean this up because it's a mess if I don't. I mean, it's just a teetotal mess here if I don't. She was like, okay, well, he's scared of them. And I'm like, well, we may just carry us some hot chocolate and carry us some pillows and sit in the back of the truck. And because there's a park right next to the levee that they'll be doing the fireworks at, and we may just sit over at the park and have us some hot chocolate and watch the fireworks, because I know he's not 2 years old yet, and fireworks are loud, and he doesn't like loud noises. So, but he likes the lights. And he got to see the Coca-Cola truck. It's the Santa truck is what it's called. And they're going to have the Santa truck over there next to the levee. It's called Beadenhorn Museum. That's the family that brought the bottling to Monroe, Louisiana. And I guess their home. I've never done a tour of the home, but it has a Bible museum in it, and I mean, I think it has a Bible that came over on the Mayflower in the museum. But when you're there, you can get bottled sodas for like 10 cents. I was like, oh, let's stock up. But what they do is they open them for you there while you're there, and you have to return your bottle. But it's really nice. I mean, he's already seen the Santa truck. And anyway, what I was saying about Beadenhorn, the Santa truck is going to be at Beadenhorn this weekend, I believe. I think. I'm not exactly sure. It may not be this weekend. Friends, it looks like we're just going to get this narrow border on, because I am going to have to stop. You may not have as long a video during Vlogmas, because I'm trying to keep them down to around 20 minutes. And the reason I'm doing that is because there are so many creators out there with some fabulous Vlogmas videos, and I want you to be able to catch them all. I don't want you to be tied up watching just a video of mine, and I know most people leave at about 10 to 15 minutes. I see the stats. I know what they are. I know most people leave at about 10 to 15 minutes, and that is okay, because this is a chit-chatting channel. This is not a tutorial channel. I just sit down and sew and show you what I'm making. But yes, definitely do not take anything I do as a tutorial. I always include links of things that I'm doing. So if you would like to do what I'm doing, there is a link, and you can make your decision if you want to do it or not. And 9 times out of 10, I have a pattern sitting right here in front of me, and I'm following it step by step just to make sure I do it right. Sometimes I don't always follow patterns correctly, not how I should. But friends, this is our narrow border on our Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt. This is the Flyway. I am Team Rose Finch. That is the colorway that I chose, and it is a beautiful colorway. So I can't wait to get this finished, but this is what it looks like with that narrow border on. We will be putting a larger border on it. See, now this is the long edge. But I will be putting the thicker border. Let me show you which one it is. This is the fabric they have for the wide border, and then this is what they have for the binding. When we bind, we will fold it over like this, and you'll have the stripes going across it. So that's going to be very beautiful. I love that fabric is cut like that. So That's going to be nice. But friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Vlogmas Day 5. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And I hope you get inspired by all of the Vlogmas videos that you'll be seeing. Some are doing 12 days. Some are doing 25. I think I'm doing the whole 31 days. But I always do a video every day. So this isn't really anything different for me. But friends, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you... oh, yeah, Cotton Cuts. Their Puzzle Mystery Quilt has opened today. You can actually sign up for the next Puzzle Mystery Quilt. The next quilt is called Field of Dreamers. And they have some beautiful colorways out there, but I decided I'm going to pass it up this time. I've got too many projects on my table already. So friends, once again, thank you. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please give me a thumbs up before you head out. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. I have a lot of content coming up for you to see. I will be doing a lot of Christmas stuff. I will be doing a lot of finishings, trying to get projects wrapped up before the end of the year. I do plan on bringing you guys along for a whip, ending the year with whips and what those whips are. And then I plan on doing a trunk show on the 31st for you. So you can see everything that I wrapped up, closed up, finished off, that is off my table and completed. So friends, feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day and a very Merry Christmas. Bye, y'all.